Hey guys, what's going on? This video is going to be a little different than what you're used to from me. There's not going to be too much action or anything going on. I'm basically going to be explaining how I'm doing what I'm doing, which is sailing around the world. It seems to be like the number one question that I get is like, how are you able to just quit your job and start sailing around the world? How are you making money? How are you able to keep living and stuff like that? So that's what this video is going to be about. So hopefully you guys can get some kind of inspiration or motivation out of this video. I'm just going to kind of tell you how I did it. There is different ways you can go about it and stuff like that for sure, but I'm just going to tell you the way that I have experience with. So I originally wanted to buy a couple houses. I wanted to get some kind of passive income coming in. So I wanted to buy like 2 rental houses, and then I wanted to basically hand them over to a property management company. And what they'll do is they basically take care of your property for you. They'll fix things, they handle the rent and stuff, any problems, anything like that, they'll handle all that. And then you just get your monthly income, you know what I mean? So it's passive income. And that's what I wanted to do, but unfortunately I got way too impatient, and as soon as I saved up enough money, I started looking at houses, and I was gonna buy a house to rent out. I kind of sat back and realized, like, wait a minute, I have enough to buy a boat right now. I can start this life right now. And the more I kind of started thinking about it, the more it sounded amazing, and like I got hooked on the idea. And so that's what I ended up doing. I don't have any passive income. I'm living right now off of the money that I had saved from when I was in Ohio. So I knew that I was going to have to get a job. You know what I mean? I know this money's going to eventually run out. But I did start a little plan B for myself, which is actually these videos right here. I have like a real addictive personality, and once I got these videos into my head, that's all I've been doing non-stop. I just think about nothing but how to make these videos better and stuff like that. So one day I'm hoping that they will take off and I'll be able to make a living off of them, and that's my end goal right there, is to be able to just sail around the world and make enough money off of these videos to survive, and not only survive but thrive and live like a good life. And it does kind of suck because I've already been doing this for a few months and I haven't made a dime from it. Well, I made a few bucks from Patreon. And by the way, if you want to support me, that's how you can support me, is go to patreon.com/offgridoceanlife, all one word. But it costs $5, but it'll go towards me, and you can think of it like you're buying me a beer for making you these awesome videos. But that's the only way I'm making any kind of money. I haven't seen a dime from YouTube or nothing like that. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention too, I wanted to do something to thank my Patreons, and I'm obviously too broke to do anything financially to thank them. So I think I'm gonna do something like maybe sailing around and picking people up and like going spearfishing or scuba diving or just sailing wherever they wanted to go or something like that. And like every month just do a raffle, and I don't know. That sounds like a good way to thank people. But if that sounds like something you're into, be sure to sign up quick. I only got like 13 Patreons right now, so your chances are pretty good. So right now I'm kind of doing this weird little dance of trying to make the last few grand that I have last me long enough until these videos can start taking off. And it's not looking too good for me. Everyone's telling me these videos are doing really good. Like, so I'm not disappointed in the videos or anything like that, but I think I am gonna have to get a job. And the only thing that sucks with that, I wouldn't mind it all working, that's not a problem, but I am gonna have to stop making these videos. I can't see any other way around it. These videos take a lot more time than you might think to make, and I just won't be able to do a full-time job and make them. And even if I did, I wouldn't have time to see a bunch of cool stuff and put things like that in the video. It's a cool sunset going down. But I wouldn't be able to, you know, see this kind of stuff all the time, you know, because I'd be working. So I won't be able to make these videos as much as I want. So that is the one thing that kind of sucks, is I'm hoping that like my viewers will basically come right back to me when I start making them after I work for 5 or 6 months or 4 or 5 months, whatever. So yeah, my plan is to work 4 or 5 months. I'll save like 6-7 grand up, and then I'll be traveling for another year, just sailing around on my boat. And so there's really no, it's all good for me. It doesn't matter how it turns out. I really do wish that I could make these videos and, you know, obviously get enough money for them to survive off of. The way I set my boat up is pretty much self-sufficient, so I can get by off $400 a month, which ain't much at all, you know what I mean? So right now my whole goal is to basically squeeze by and just survive for as long as I possibly can off this $2,500 that I have left, until these videos can start picking up some traction and maybe possibly live off of the videos. And that's my main goal. If I could do that, man, I would be the happiest person in the world. Like, just imagine traveling around the world making videos and like just seeing everything there is to see, and like, oh my god, that's my end goal. That's what this whole plan B here is. Even if I have to get a job and stop making these videos, I'm hoping I can come back to them and one day it'll work. You know, I'll eventually be able to get enough subscribers on my Patreon and stuff like that to be able to survive. But if not, I'm gonna just keep, you know, every year just get a job, sail around, and yeah. I realize there's only like probably a 10% chance that I can keep traveling around and sailing around the world off these videos without getting a job. I know that, but that's what I'm going for. So every waking minute I'm putting into these videos, just hoping that I can survive off the $2,000 that I have left until these videos start picking up some traction. I can make at least $400 a month is my goal. Once I get $400 a month, you guys are gonna see me go everywhere. I'm gonna start. First thing is the Bahamas. I want to go to the Virgin Islands. I want to go to Grenada. I want to do all kinds of stuff, but I can't do it right now being completely broke. It's just not an option. So yeah, you guys kind of know what my whole plan is now. Basically just kind of survive as long as I possibly can until I run out of money, and then I'm going to get a job as a marina at a marina as like a deckhand or something like that. Make $20 an hour. I'll save up for 5 or 6 months, and then it'll be enough to travel around the world for another year. And I'll come right back to making these videos. I'm not going to give it up, but there's just no way I can make videos and work full time. Yeah, I know a lot of people think I'm crazy for you know, living this kind of life without any kind of job or income coming in or anything like that, but I'm living life out here, man. I was safe my whole life. I always had a job. I always had money saved. I always had some security and stuff like that, but the only problem is, like, when you live a life like that, you get too comfortable and you don't strive for anything else. Like, your ambitions become money and like superficial things rather than like this. Like, this should be your ambition right here, to see that every single day of your life. That was mine, and that's one of the biggest things that helped me do everything that I'm doing. Is I love just the freedom out here that you get. I was starting to feel like a rat in a cage in my old house, and just kind of life was just passing me by. Like, you only get this one life, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna lie, this is the best thing I've ever done in my life. So, like, if you think about this as much as I did, and you just wake up every single day wanting to do this and just wanting to travel the world, and you're just kind of sick of your old life and want to start a new life, this is the way to go. I'm telling you. I'm having the best time of my life, hands down. Like, no bullshit. It really is amazing out here. There is rough times for sure. I'm not saying that it's real easy and this and that. There was a lot of work that had to be done to get here, but it paid off. And without even any kind of competition, it paid off. This was the best thing I've ever done in my life. I can't even tell you the change that it made in me as a person. It completely changed me, changed my life. And if you guys have any kind of dream, it doesn't have to be this dream necessarily. It can be anything. Like, I just hope you get some kind of motivation or inspiration out of this video to just kind of do it. I'm telling you, if I can do it, you can do it. I'm nothing special at all. Like, I am a nobody. And I think if you just put your mind to whatever you want to do for long enough and stay consistent at it, you'll get it done. It doesn't matter. You can be a quadruple amputee and you'll still be able to come out here and live this life, I'm telling you. One thing that kind of did get to me, I hear a lot of people tell me, like, you're so lucky to do what you're doing, and I wish I could do that. And it kind of gets to me. I know they don't have any bad intention when they say that, but I hear it a lot, and I'm telling you right now that it's not luck. There was no luck involved at all. This was my dream for a long time. And anybody can do this. Like, usually people's excuses, they have kids and they have a life and they don't want to leave their life and this and that. And if that's your excuse and you really don't want to do it as bad as I did, I know that sounds kind of mean, but kids can live on a boat too, you know what I mean? They can have a great life. Like, I know you don't want to uproot them and this and that, and trust me, I had sacrifices too. Like this, I didn't just have $50,000 laying around and say, hey, I'm just gonna start sailing around the world. I had to make a lot of sacrifices, and in the end, it was all worth it for me. Dang, sunset's coming down there. It's looking nice. But yeah, it seems like a lot of people could just kind of think I was handed this life and everything, and it really didn't take any commitment or sacrifices. And I just kind of wanted to let everybody know that that's not true. And if you did want to do this, it takes work, but it's worth it in the end. At least for me, it was. There's some people that say they can't handle this kind of life, but hands down, this is the best thing I've ever done in my life. I'm so glad I did this. And I'll never turn back, either. Like, unless something horrible happens, I can't imagine, like, living my life how I was compared to this. It's just not even a question. Hey guys, honestly, this whole week was insanely windy for me, and I just didn't have time to shoot and edit this video. I only had one day to do it, so that's why it was kind of me just sitting there talking the whole time. So I just did the best I could, and from now on, I think I'm gonna get 2 weeks ahead of my videos, so that way I'll still be able to edit them if, you know, I get bad weather and stuff like that. But yeah, if you guys want to see more of these videos, go to patreon.com and help me out. Thanks.